Ladies and gentlemen, I do want to preface this by saying that this is not part of our entertainment tonight. This is a real-life situation. Earlier this evening, my broadcast colleague, Jerry the King Lawler, passed out while working here at ringside. He collapsed on the ground. He was stretchered to the back where he received CPR. This is an extremely serious situation, and Jerry, my friend, my prayers are with you.
No championship lasts forever. No undefeated streak lasts forever. And as hard as it is to accept, neither do the people who gave us some of the greatest memories of our lives. We grew up watching them, cheering for them, and believing they'd always be there. But sometimes, the people who made us smile the most leave us with the hardest goodbyes. These are the WWE moments that reminded us that even our greatest heroes are only human.
My real name is Joe, and I've been living with leukemia for 11 years, and unfortunately it's back, and I'm gonna have to relinquish the Universal Championship.
When Eddie Guerrero passed away, time seemed to stand still. One day he was making fans laugh, cheer, and believe. The next, he was gone. There was no chance to say thank you, no chance to say goodbye. Watching some of the toughest men and women in wrestling struggle to hold back tears showed just how deeply Eddie touched the lives of everyone around him. Even today, hearing his name still brings emotion to fans who grew up watching him.
Eddie Guerrero was my uncle, technically, but we were brothers. We were 3 years apart. He was the big brother I never had. I was the little brother he never had. We always grew up with the dream of becoming tag team champions. And, excuse me, we were able to let that dream come true. That dream came true here in WWE. That was a tag team for me that will never be replaced. I'll never have a tag team partner like you, Eddie, ever again.
I want Eddie's wife and kids to know how much they meant to him. It's all he ever talked about. I know that somewhere Eddie's going to be looking down on this night, proud that all the guys went out there and put on a show for him. I miss you, man.
This past week, we lost two beloved members of our WWE family. Hall of Famer Terry Funk and the one and only Bray Wyatt. Tonight on Friday Night SmackDown, we will honor their legacy and celebrate their lives. The lives of two incredible men who have touched all of us with their passion, their creativity, and their spirit.
When the news broke that Bray Wyatt had passed away, it felt impossible to believe. Wyndham Rotunda wasn't just one of the most creative minds wrestling had ever seen. He was someone who made people feel something every time he appeared. The next time WWE went on the air, there were no storylines that mattered. The lights grew dim, the arena fell silent, and thousands of fans stood together trying to process a loss that words couldn't explain. For one night, wrestling wasn't about entertainment, it was about saying goodbye.
Simple yet deeply complex individual, and I loved him. I loved working with him, but mostly I just loved being around him. He was always joyful, just these eyes that drew you in, and a smile and a laugh and a presence that I'll see you down the road, hot boy.
The wrestling world was still trying to come to terms with that tragedy when it also lost Terry Funk, a man who gave every ounce of himself to this business for decades. He wasn't remembered because of titles or records. He was remembered because he never stopped fighting, never stopped giving, and never stopped loving professional wrestling. Legends may leave us, but people like Terry Funk leave behind something that can never be replaced.
I'm in remission, y'all. My real name is Joe, and I've been living with leukemia for 11 years. And unfortunately, it's back. And I'm gonna have to relinquish the Universal Championship.
Roman Reigns shocked the world in 2018, not because of a match, but because of the courage it took to stand in that ring and tell the truth. In that moment, he wasn't the face of WWE, he wasn't the tribal chief, he was simply a man asking the world to understand what he was about to face. The arena that had once booed him rose to its feet with love and respect. It was a reminder that some battles are far bigger than anything that happens inside a wrestling ring. The passing of Brody Lee hurt in a way few people expected. His illness had been kept private, making the news almost impossible to process. As wrestlers from every company shared stories about him, a different picture emerged. Not just an incredible performer, but a devoted father, a loving husband, and one of the kindest people anyone had ever met. Sometimes the greatest legacy isn't what someone did in the ring, it's how they made people feel outside of it.
He could make you think that he was the biggest, baddest, most evil monster, villain, bad guy wrestler in the world, but then if he let you in and he really let you see his eyes for what they were, you saw one of the kindest men that I've ever met. He was one of a kind. Brody was the man. The last thing I said to him was, "I love you, though. I love you, goodbye forever," which is what we said to each other.
Conor Mahalik never stepped inside a WWE ring as a superstar, but somehow he became one of the most unforgettable people in wrestling history. He was just a young boy with a dream and a love for WWE that never faded, even while fighting the toughest battle of his life. The entire locker room embraced him like family, and watching him smile reminded everyone what wrestling is really about. When Conor passed away, it felt like millions of fans had lost someone they personally knew. His courage continues to inspire people long after he was gone. In September 2012, Monday Night Raw suddenly became terrifyingly real. Jerry the King Lawler collapsed at ringside, and for the first time in years, wrestling completely disappeared. The cameras kept rolling, but nothing felt like a television show anymore. Fans around the world weren't wondering who would win the next match. They were simply praying that one of wrestling's most beloved voices would survive.
Ladies and gentlemen, I do want to preface this by saying that this is not part of our entertainment tonight. This is a real-life situation. Earlier this evening, my broadcast colleague, Jerry the King Lawler, passed out while working here at ringside. He collapsed on the ground. He was stretchered to the back where he received CPR. This is an extremely serious situation, and Jerry, my friend, my prayers are with you.
Ric Flair spent his entire career convincing the world that he would never stop. But eventually, every legend reaches the moment they can no longer outrun time. Watching one of wrestling's greatest icons realize the journey was over reminded fans of something we often try to forget. Even our heroes grow older. Even our heroes have to say goodbye. For 21 straight WrestleManias, The Undertaker always found a way to survive. The streak became more than a record, it became hope. Every year, fans believed they were about to witness history once again. Then, in a single moment, 21 years of certainty disappeared. The silence inside that stadium said more than any commentary ever could. It wasn't just shock, it was heartbreak. For more than 30 years, The Undertaker felt like he would always be there. Through every generation, every era, and every WrestleMania, he became part of our lives. So when the time finally came for him to say goodbye, it wasn't just the end of an incredible career. For many fans, it felt like saying goodbye to a part of their childhood. Some endings don't need fireworks. Sometimes, silence says everything.
My time has come to let The Undertaker rest in peace.